This is the inventory management system. You start it up, it comes in for the user login, enter your username, password. Once those are checked, you hit login, bring you right up into the main menu. We have the 6 columns: users, products, SKU numbers, prices, quantities, stock locations that you can search through. You can select on users and it'll bring you to 3 different columns, the searchable list. And then every other one is the same as well. Different headers for what you're actually looking for. And then once you found what you were searching for, you just hit exit and it closes the program.
Hi, my name is Ross Monroe. This is the code for the functionality of our inventory management system. This is our final demo of this. So what we've done different from our first demo with the functionality here in the coding is that I've implemented automatic generated employee ID to uniquely identify every employee. So once an employee is created, it'll auto-generate a 5-digit employee ID for them. And I've also done the same thing with reports. Once a report is created, it auto-generates a 5-digit report number so that each report can be uniquely identified as well. So I'm just going to run through and scroll down through the code. And if you need to at any point in the video to get a closer look at something, you can always pause and take a look. I just want to kind of scroll through it relatively quickly. Otherwise, this will be a really long recording. So of course, all of our libraries implemented or imported. So this is our main. And within it, we have a function to write to the report, function to read reports. This is a print function used for the reports. This function reads in all of the users from the user text file, and what it does is it'll read all of the employee IDs, the employee names, and the passwords in for each employee or user. So here's an encryption function. So each password is encrypted when it is stored into the user file. And so when a user creates a password, it's encrypted. And when they enter a password to sign in on the system, the encryption function is called, and it'll encrypt that password. And if it matches the encrypted password for the user in the user file, then it's the same password, it'll let them in. So this track activity function is at the end of most of the user management and inventory management files. It just tracks what a user did on the system at a time for the reports. And here we have the generate report function. So you just enter in a date in year, month, day format, and it'll pull back all the reports on that day, month, year. So here's the authentication function. So this is what is used when an employee is first signing on. It'll ask for their employee ID, and it'll ask for their password. And what happens is that we loop through the user file, and it'll try to match an employee ID, and then it'll try to match the password once it's encrypted. And so if the employee ID and the password matches up, then you're logged in, you're into the system. And then it brings you to this select activity function, which is your main menu, basically. So you have the option to go to the user management, go to the inventory management, generate a report, or log out. So I'm just going to keep on scrolling down through here, and we'll move on to the first option, user management. So that's the end of the main, and we'll go on to the first option, user management. So again, the imported libraries. So we have write, which will write any information needed to the user file. The user management choices is the menu for user management. So you can display all the users, add a new user, update an existing user, delete an existing user, or go back to the main menu. So as I was saying earlier, one of the things that I did to update this from the last demo is implemented employee IDs that are randomly generated. So here I'm generating a random 5-digit number, and I'm assigning that to EID, and I'm adding that to the new user. So with updates, with the updating option, within that you have two options to either update the username or the password. Okay, there's the end of the user management. We'll go on to inventory management. So the imported libraries, there's a print function for the inventory that it just is for the formatting of it for when it prints out. So we have a read, which reads in the inventory file, which has all the data on the inventory, and it just loops through that file and gets all the data on each item. And write, of course, which writes to the inventory file once you're done with, or if you've updated anything or added anything to the inventory. Okay, and then this function, update data. This, of course, is used to update stuff within the inventory. So in case 1, you can update the quantity, 2, update the product name, 3, update the price of the item, or 4, go back to the inventory management menu. Okay, so then the inventory management choices is the main menu for inventory management. So what I just showed you was the menu option for 3 here, the updating the existing inventory. It just gives you different options for updating different things. But anyways, in the main menu for inventory management, you can display all the inventory, add new inventory, update existing inventory, like we just saw, delete existing inventory, or return to the main menu. All right, so that is the end of the coding. Now we'll go ahead and test this out. All right, so enter employee ID, and I'll enter in mine. All right, and so now I'll enter in my password. Okay, so it gives you the main menu options here. So we'll go into user management first, and let's display all the users first. So here's everyone's employee ID, the username, and the encrypted passwords. So now we'll add a user. Right now, King has been added to the system with employee ID 14764. Now we'll display all the users again just to check it out. 14764 King, and there he is. Okay, so now let's update an existing user, and we'll update the username, and we'll update King's username. So we'll change we'll enter in his employee ID. All right, we'll display that just to check it. All right, so the name of King has been changed to Queen, and we'll go and update the password now. And check that, and the password has been changed. Can't see what it is, but the encryption has been changed, so we know it's been changed. So now, let's delete a user. Enter in the employee ID, and we'll do Queen. And Queen is gone. So now we'll go back to the main menu, and we'll go into the inventory. And we'll display all the inventory. All right, there it is. Now we'll add inventory. Let's add Xbox. All right, and we'll display the inventory, check that it's in there, and then there it is. And it's been given a random generated SKU number. All right, so let's update the inventory. Let's update quantity, and we'll enter in the SKU number for the Xbox. And we'll give it, let's say we had a sale and we only have 2 left. So let's update the product name, the Xbox, and we'll specify that it's an Xbox One. Okay, and we'll update the price of the Xbox, and the price is we brought it down $50, so $250. We'll go back to the inventory management menu, and we'll display it to check the changes. And the name's been updated to Xbox One. Price is $250, and quantity is 2. Now we'll delete the inventory, or delete an item, and we'll get rid of the Xbox. display, and the Xbox is gone. So go back to the main menu. Let's generate a report. And we'll generate a report for today. So 2018, 12, 10. So the first column is the report ID, second column is the date, third column is employee ID, so that's my ID, and then the rest is just what happened in that report. So report 69743, I just displayed all the users, and then report 74095, I just generated a report for today. And of course, this doesn't show the report I just ran because I haven't closed this session yet. So we'll go ahead and log out and log back in so we can see what all we've done. So I'll enter in my ID again and my password. We'll generate a report for today to see the one that was just created from what we just did. And there it is, report 89401, and it has everything that we just did. We did everything, so it's long, of course. And that is the functionality for our inventory management system. Thanks for watching.
Hello, this is Venance Agnero. I'm a member of the project group ABLM. Again, welcome to the second demo of our project. This demo is to show you the database of our project application named Inventory Management System. This database is the update of our database. So let's take a look to our database. Here, the database has three tables, which are employee table, inventory table, and report table. Inside the employee table, we have the different employees. So each employee has his identification number, his name, and the password he used to log in to the system. Inside the inventory table, we have the product SQL number, the item or product name, the price of the item, the quantity. Inside the report table, we have the different reports. We have here the report ID, the date of the report, the employee which has done the report ID, the item name, and the item quantity. So this is how our database looks like, and I hope you did enjoy my demo. Thank you.